PunchPod in stereo. Every week, PunchPod brings you live stand-up comedy from Seattle. And now, episode 22.
I work with this girl who has fake breasts, and she was telling me that she needed fake breasts, and I don't think that women need fake breasts. I think it's a little weird. She was like, no, I need them. They make my life just so much better. And all I can think about is like what she needs and what would make her life so much better is a father who loved her. And an uncle who understood boundaries.
So this cop pulled me over the other night. Yeah. When I rolled down the windows, he said, papers, and I said, scissors, I win. That's how I spent the night in jail. You guys. It wasn't so bad, though. I mean, I don't know, like, what all the complaining's about. I mean, I did belong to the woman with the most cigarettes, you know. I mean, as it turns out, like, getting locked up's a better way of getting laid than dating. So. Yeah. It wasn't so bad. But I had some time to think about things while I was in there, just a little bit of time. And I decided that in my next life, I'm going to come back as Kim Kardashian's dog. That way I can just spend all day humping her leg, but I won't get in trouble for it.
I like to drink really feminine coffee. What I hate is ordering really feminine coffee. And what's even worse is having to order it with a deep voice like mine. Yeah, I'll have a vanilla caramel latte, non-fat milk, and a twist of cinnamon. I hate the place that announce your name with your coffee. Parker, we have your caffeinated estrogen. Everyone in the coffee shop's thinking, Parker, that's an unusual name for a woman. Until they see me go up and grab the coffee, then they're just thinking, Parker, that's an ugly-ass woman.
My mom doesn't speak English very well, and what she meant to tell me one day was, Mona, I'm so glad that you don't have depression. That's what she meant to say. But what she said instead was, Mona, I'm so glad that you don't have that Down syndrome.
You may have noticed I have a limp, which means when I walk, I limp. And this guy walks up and he says, what's with the limp? I said, what's with the limp? What's with the limp? Fuck you. That's what's with the limp. Fuck you and your face. So this other guy walks up and he says, what's with the limp? And I said, what's with your metabolism? Folks, this leg is not an invitation to talk to me. Now I know how pretty girls feel.
But the main reason I came down here tonight was to bring you guys news. Apparently, the FDA has just approved the first anti-obesity drug for the first time in 10 years. Why the fuck would you clap for that? But the exciting thing about this anti-obesity drug is this means if I get into this drug now, that means I can get into the class action lawsuit later. Yeah! Fuck yeah!
We are typical gay guys, though. We are, Chris and I are married with cats. Yeah, when you tell people that, they're like, oh, you have cats are your kids, right? Your cats are your children. No. Cats are way better than kids. You can't just take a kid back to the shelter without a lot of nosy questions from the cops. Yeah.
Someone called me tater tits once, you guys. They're like Motel 6 pillows, like really flat but still lumpy. Like, how is that possible? Terrible.
I went to the bathroom earlier Right here, true story, happened a couple times. And I walked in, one dude's taking a piss, other dude's on the shitter, right? The dude taking a piss walks out, I walk up to the other urinal, he turns off the light on his way out. Party foul. Party foul. Dude on the toilet, no fucking shitting you, says, "Are you fucking serious?" I said, well, look at it this way, man. At least now you know how Stevie Wonder does it, right?
I was on the bus the other day and I saw an old man in a wheelchair, no legs, homeless, because his sign said so, guys. And the person next to me on the bus noticed it at the same time, leaned into me and said, "Ain't that some bullshit? You know our tax money paid for that. He didn't earn that wheelchair." I was like, yeah, he did. He earned it by not having legs. How bitter and shitty do you have to be where you look at a no-legged man without a home and think, oh, he has it so fucking easy. I bet he never even pays for his soup. I bet he stole the box he lives in. You just know he has all the coolest hepatitis.
I remember this one time we were talking about gay marriage in my class, and this kid raised his hand and he was like, "Look, I don't think gay people should get married because I live next door to this gay couple and I see them walking around holding hands and that's just gross, that's disgusting." And I was just like, man, this kid is gonna be so bummed out when he finds out what those dudes are doing inside their house. Holy shit. It gets so much gayer in there. It's crazy.
Punch Pod is recorded live at Punchline Fridays and Tuesdays in Seattle. Tonight's episode starred Aaron Kirby, Abby Drake, Parker Postini, Mona Concepcion, Earl Robinson, Robert Lackey, Rick Taylor, Leah Mansfield, Chris Rodriguez, Billy Anderson, and Wilfred Padua. This has been Punch Pod. Find more at www.punchlinefridays.com. And thanks for listening. I'm your announcer, Titus Canby.